Okay, hey, COETAILers. My name is Megan, and I'm going to go over what I'm going to be doing for my COETAIL final project. I'm sitting here, it's the end of a long school day, and I'm trying to write what I'm going to do, and right now the words just seem a little daunting, so I decided to make this video. I hope that's okay. So this all started in the spring. I was kind of just scrolling through Twitter, and I saw Ben Sheridan's post on a live YouTube book discussion he was having with other COETAIL coaches, I guess they were. But it was really just enlightening to me, the content of the book, but also just the discussion and how much I learned from kind of eavesdropping on their discussions. So that was where the inception of the idea came from. But after talking with other educators and getting feedback when we put our project ideas out on, I think, Course 4, I got some more feedback about how wonderful the book clubs were and how teachers have done this with their classes. So I thought I'd give it a try. I think that it's a great way to harness the power of connection, to build my PLN, but also to kind of look at innovation and technology and its impact it's having on our schools today. So the book I chose, sorry, fast forward a little bit. Before I chose the book, I sent out on my PLN, I said, what are the must-have books that educators should read? And I got a lot of different ideas, ones that I wrote down and now I'm going to be reading. But the one that stuck out was called Creating Innovators, and it's by Dr. Tony Wagner. So that's the one I chose. And then I got to planning. So the first thing I did to plan was I created a Google form, and it just has the basics for teachers to fill out. It kind of says, what's your name, your contact information, and when can you meet? But then I also added, do you know of anyone else that would be interested? And then people gave me their colleagues that might be interested, and so I sent them an email as well. The next step, what I did is I went on Twitter. And when I went on Twitter, I just said, I'm planning for my project, please share this form. And my wonderful PLN shared it, and next thing I know, I had 12 people that wanted to participate. Now, this is something I've already learned. I should have done my research before, because I was just planning on using Google Hangout, no big deal. Well, after further researching Google Hangout, if you don't have the education version, it is just for 10 people at a time. So I'm either going to have to finagle and figure out a way around that. One idea I have, we have 3 teachers that are from one school because of the way I asked the question at the end. They gave their colleagues information and I contacted them. So I'm going to see if they'll be willing to kind of all get together and meet and use one computer. If that doesn't work, I'm going to, go down the avenue of trying to get an education account somehow. So that's one little snafu I've run into already, but I think it's, nothing that problem solving can't fix. So I've planned it. We have our dates. I sent out everyone kind of the schedule and the dates, what we're going to be discussing, the people that are in the group, their Twitter handle, and then some hashtag ideas. So that's where we are now. Our next meeting, or the first meeting, not the next one, is next weekend. So I'm super pumped. The book's amazing. If you haven't read it, or if you want to follow along with us, my plan is to stream it live on YouTube so that people can follow along in the comments or via Twitter with the hashtag. And then I also plan to kind of pull in different elements that we've learned in our COETAIL journey, such as, digital design and visual elements and digital citizenship as teachers and educators. What does it look like? And then another thing, because I'm an administrator, I want to, as the lead learner in my school, share everything that I've learned with this book with our staff. And so that's, I think, where the design element, the presentations and infographics are going to come into play. That's my plan right now. That's where I am in the process. The next step is to have the first meeting on September 25th. And I'm super excited about this. So I'm a little nervous because, as always, when relying on technology, it's a little bit spotty sometimes where I live. And also kind of meeting and facilitating a group that I've never met with if something goes wrong. But I think I'm up for the challenge. So if you have any ideas or things that I should add into this project, or just any feedback in general, I'd love to hear it. And I'm excited to learn alongside you through this journey. All right, bye.